Hey everyone, I'm Dan and welcome to Disney Decoded. Today we're talking about Walt Disney's Carousel progress at Magic Kingdom. This is an attraction that doesn't just talk about technological progress, it is a technological progress. Because here's the twist. On this ride, the show doesn't move, you do.
What a twist!
Instead of scenery rotating past a seated audience, the entire audience rotates around a stationary stages, smoothly, quietly, and continuously moving hundreds of guests at a time. Walt Disney personally championed this attraction for the 1964 World's Fair, and nearly 60 years later, it's still operating using the same fundamental engineering idea. So today we're decoding how Disney built a theater that moves people instead of sets, and why that idea still works. The Carousel Progress originally debuted at the 1964-65 New York's World Fair, where it was sponsored by General Electric. After the fair, the attraction eventually found a permanent home at Magic Kingdom, opening on January 15, 1975. At the time, this was a radical idea. Traditional theaters are designed so the audience sits still while the scenery changes around them. Walt Disney completely inverted that concept. In the Carousel Progress, the stages remain stationary while the entire audience rotates from scene to scene. This single decision solved several problems at once. It allowed multiple scenes to be staged simultaneously, made set changes invisible to the audience, and dramatically increased capacity compared to a traditional theater. The continuous rotation also created operational efficiency, allowing the show to run smoothly all day without frequent stops or resets. This wasn't just creative storytelling, it was industrial efficiency disguised as entertainment. I don't know if you heard the snoring. Okay. So let's talk about how the system actually works. The Carousel of Progress consists of 6 wedge-shaped audience theaters, and each section can hold up to 240 guests. Together, these 6 sections rotate as a single unit around a stationary central core that contains the show scenes. What makes this system impressive is how controlled the movement feels. And what's even more impressive is you hitting that like button and maybe the subscribe button. The rotation is slow and smooth, the start and stops are barely noticeable, and the entire system operates quietly so guests don't hear mechanical noise. Each section aligns precisely with a stage every time it stops. There are 4 stage show scenes, along with 1 loading position and 1 unloading position. This setup allows over 1,400 guests to experience the attraction at the same time, making it one of the highest capacity attractions in Magic Kingdom. Next time you ride, look closely at the floor seams when the theater rotates. That's the engineering doing its job right beneath your feet. The show follows the same family as they move through different eras of the 20th century. You meet a father who serves as the primary narrator, along with the mother, daughter, son, grandmother, and the family dog. Each era uses separate audio animatronic figures, meaning there are multiple physical versions of the same characters throughout the attraction. The scene progresses from the turn of the 20th century to the 1920s to the 1940s and finally to today's scene that has been updated multiple times over the decade. Each era highlights how everyday technology changes family life. You see gas lamps replaced by electric lighting, ice boxes replaced by refrigerators, hand tools replaced by electric appliances, and entertainment evolving from radio to television and beyond. All these scenes are tied together by the Sherman Brothers songs, There's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, which perfectly captures Walt Disney's optimism about progress and innovation. From an engineering perspective, this attraction is designed for near continuous operation. At any given moment, one audience section is loading, 4 sections are watching scenes, and 1 section is unloading. The show control must coordinate the rotation of the theater, the audio animatronic movements, lighting cues, dialogue, music, and safety systems across all 6 sections simultaneously. Guests don't wait for our traditional show to begin. You enter, sit down, and join a system that is already in motion. That continuous operation is exactly what Walt Disney envisioned. A system that is efficient, reliable, and always moving guests forward. The Carousel of Progress was one of Walt Disney's personal passion projects. It reflected his belief that technology should improve everyday life, that progress should feel hopeful rather than intimidating, and that innovation belongs in homes just as much as laboratories. Today, the attraction is considered one of the longest running continuously operating theatrical attractions in the world and remains one of the few operating experiences directly tied to Walt Disney's original vision. The rotating theater system influenced later attractions like America Sings and helped shape how Disney approached high-capacity theater designs for decades. Ironically, the biggest challenge the show faces is its own theme. Because when a show is about today, today never stops changing. Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress is a show about innovation that was built using innovation. The rotating theater, the stationary stages, the continuous operation, and the synchronized audio animatronics aren't just storytelling tools. They're engineering solutions that have proven their value for generations. So the next time you ride, don't just watch the show, watch the building, because the real attraction is a system that makes it all work. What's your favorite era of the Carousel of Progress? And do you think the final scene should keep updating or stay frozen in time? Let me know in the comments and be sure you're subscribed with notifications on, and I'll see you in the next video.